As the sun dipped low over the lush emerald island of Pohnpei, its golden light spilled across the tangled jungle and shimmered on the waves. But for those who dared to explore the island's southeastern coast, it wasn't just the natural beauty that captured their imagination. It was the haunting presence of a city half lost to the tides, half swallowed by the Foresta city called Nan Madol. Nan Madol was no ordinary ruin. Built on 92 man-made islets, it once stood as the heart of the Saudeleur Dynasty, a powerful empire that ruled the Caroline Islands for centuries. Even today, the city's existence seems to defy reason. Towering basalt walls, some stones weighing as much as 50 tons, rise from the water in silent defiance of time. How did people, without modern tools or machines, move and stack these colossal stones with such precision? The question lingers in the air, as mysterious as the city itself. But to truly understand Nan Madol, you must imagine it not as a ruin, but as it was in its prime. Picture the year 1200 CE. The air is thick with the scent of salt and blooming flowers. Canoes glide through a maze of canals, their paddles dipping in unison. The city is alive with voice traders, priests, and nobles moving between the islets. At the center stands Nan Madol, the sacred mortuary temple, where high priests chant ancient prayers, their bodies adorned with tattoos and garlands. The stones themselves seem to pulse with the energy of rituals and the weight of 1,000 years of rule. The Saudeleur Dynasty was more than a collection of islands. It was a tightly controlled monarchy, ruled by chiefs who were seen as almost divine. Their authority stretched far beyond Pohnpei, reaching distant islands and demanding tribute from all. Building Nan Madol was their ultimate statement of power project, so massive it awed their subjects and cemented their rule. Each basalt log, dragged from distant quarries and floated across treacherous waters, was a symbol of their control over both nature and people. Legends tell of twin sorcerer brothers, Olisipa and Olosipa, who arrived from a mythical land and used magic to lift the stones into place. Whether you believe in magic or not, the story added a sense of wonder and helped the Saudeleur rulers claim a divine right to their throne. Modern researchers point to clever engineering, teamwork, and sheer determination, but the old tales still cling to the stones, making the city feel otherworldly. Yet, even the strongest empires can crack from within. The Saudeleur rulers, once respected, became harsh and demanding. Their taxes grew heavier, their punishments more severe. The religious system that once united the people became a tool of oppression. Discontent simmered beneath the surface, spreading from village to village, carried on the same winds that once filled the sails of their canoes. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that bring history's greatest mysteries to life. Change arrived in the form of a young warrior from the island of Kosrae. His name was Isokelekel. He came not alone, but with a fleet of canoes and an army of determined fighters. The Saudeleur, secure in their fortress, saw him as just another visitor. They had no idea that their world was about to be turned upside down. Isokelekel was clever. He didn't attack right away. Instead, he played the part of a loyal subject, offering gifts and performing rituals. He watched, listened, and learned the rhythms of Nan Madol. He saw the cracks in the dynasty's power, the resentment simmering among the people. When the time was right, he struck. The attack was swift and unexpected. Isokelekel's warriors, disguised as commoners, slipped through the canals and into the heart of the city. The waterways that once protected Nan Madol now trapped its defenders. The battle raged through the stone corridors, echoing with shouts and the clash of weapons. The Saudeleur ruler, Saumwes, found himself cornered, his once mighty walls now a prison. Oral traditions tell of a final, astonishing twist. Some say Samwise, desperate to escape, transformed into a fish and slipped away through an underwater passage, forever bound to the watery world he once ruled. Others say he fled in disgrace, his reign ending not with a heroic stand, but with a panicked flight. However it happened, the Saudeleur Dynasty was finished. Isekelekel became the new ruler, founding the Nan Madol system, but he chose not to rule from Nan Madol alone. Instead, power was divided among several chiefs across Pohnpei. The grand construction project stopped. The flow of tribute slowed. Nan Madol, once the vibrant heart of an empire, began to fade. Time moved on. The canals filled with mangroves, the walls crumbled, and the rituals that once filled the city with life faded into memory. By the time European explorers arrived in the 80s, Nan Madol was a ghost city, its secrets hidden beneath vines and tides. The scale of the ruins sparked wild theories lost continents, ancient aliens, forgotten technologies. But the real story, though less sensational, is even more powerful. A civilization that rose, flourished, and quietly faded away. Nan Madol wasn't destroyed in a single disaster. It wasn't swallowed by the sea or toppled by invaders. It simply slipped into history, abandoned as the world around it changed. The non-Marquis rulers saw no need to maintain such a massive city. The power that built it had dispersed, and with it, the will to keep it alive. Today, Nan Madol stands as a silent witness to the dreams and struggles of its builders. The waves lap against its stones, the wind whispers through its empty canals, and if you listen closely, you might hear echoes of the past, the chants of priests, the splash of paddles, the commands of kings. It is a story of ambition, power, revolution, and the slow, relentless passage of time. The Venice of the Pacific, built on islands of stone, remains one of humanity's most haunting and enduring mysteries. And as we look upon its ruins, we are reminded that even the greatest achievements can be reclaimed by nature, leaving behind only questions and wonder. If you enjoyed this journey into the lost world of Nan Madol, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories that bring history's greatest mysteries to life.